From the yesteryears, we have had the group go into the bottom of the inn, kill its way up, killing a bunch of bandits, captured the innkeeper, who was under some kind of mind-controlling influence. Yeah. Right, so captured the innkeeper who was under some kind of mind-controlling influence. He had a token which appeared to have two different curses on it, and all signs point to the bath girl, Hilda. You went back into the inn and have confronted, more or less, Hilda in the bath, which is where all of you are right now.
What's that weird icon on me? What's going on with that?
That is, I think...
I don't think it's a stats effect.
Let's just clear all. I think that's concentration effect for one of your spells or abilities.
It's on more than two.
Yeah, I think that's a concentration.
What am I casting that's causing concentration?
Probably what you have on. Well, no, what you have.
Oh, it's Shield of Faith.
That's from.
That is apparently what is active. Yeah, that's one of the effects that is on. Let's turn...
That's on me. It's gonna be on.
Yeah, that is on you. On Tom, the effects are... No. It's just concentration. Detect magic, according to the source. You must have used it before we went in here.
Okay. Stop using it.
All right, there you go. All right, so I will unpause the game. You are in the bath with Hilda, and we can pick up from there.
I think we were all kind of beating around the bush last time, and we hadn't quite fully confronted her yet, if I remember correctly.
That's true. You were figuring out how to force her to do something, or for you to not look like the bad guys.
Or tip her off, you know.
Yeah, or tip her off.
She's tipped off. She knows what's going down. She's about to beat us.
Yeah, I'm trying to really remember what was going on.
That's basically it.
And we were pretty much on the verge of combat. And I just don't
Yes,
remember
We
that.
have to actually say something. Like, we haven't said anything. We're just in the bath.
Yeah.
Hey, and
We're
then
just kind of creepily hanging out.
Yeah, you basically just threatened her, or showed up and started being threatening, and you haven't actively started combat or done anything else.
Yeah, that makes sense. Shall we ruin her day?
Oh, yeah.
Do it up.
Came here to do.
Alright, who wants to do it? Who wants to start the session?
I ain't a talker, bruh. I swing my mace.
So,
The coin.
Yeah, you?
He
I
has
think
the coin?
so.
Yeah, but he doesn't talk.
Yeah, he's really not talking right now.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
You don't need to say something? I'll start it.
Go right ahead if you feel like you got something.
I'm here. Just break your kneecaps.
I'll say to Hilda, hey Hilda, when you washed our clothes, we noticed that you made some alterations to them.
she replies saying, I don't know what you mean. What are you talking about?
Ooh, does someone have a coin to whip out and show her?
Yeah, but it's cursed. Dave has a coin. Yeah, we noticed there were some little pockets and things sewn into our clothes. What's going on with that?
She says, no, I don't know what's going on. Why are you being so mean to me? Yeah, it's effectively dispelled. Right now, it is not doing anything on its own.
And I think we looked to see if she had a coin looking like on her, and I don't think she did.
Not that you could find.
So I'll move up closer to Hilda and take out the cursed coin and kind of show it in their face, like, this doesn't look familiar.
You can make me a perception roll.
Ooh, someone just fell over.
Yeah, someone rolled like shit. You can see her flinch immediately as you try to like shove the coin at her face, and kind of draw back from you.
What do you know?
She just keeps saying, "No, leave me alone. Why are you being so mean?"
Why are you throwing pockets in people's clothes?
She says, "I just want to help people."
What? How
Help
do you
them how?
Just help people. Some people are mean. Some people are crude. I just want people to be nice.
and controlling their minds makes them nice?
She says, "Controlling? No, it's not controlling. It's just helping them to see,
What?
to be better."
Lady, you're not making a lot of sense.
Uh,
I'm not here for all this shit today.
all right. So between all of you and Morden, like tapping his hammer menacingly, which you can make an intimidation roll.
Can't you feel the truth so
Oh, baby.
All right. So
Got a shit.
all right. So Morden, you like take the hammer and just start menacing her and just approaching her aggressively. She flinches away from you, and she thinks you're just gonna hit her. She flinches away from you, and you can see her hands like come together and clap. And as they part, you see this billowing fog just spread out in front of her and just envelop her in the area for just a brief moment. And when the fog clears, we are going to go into this area instead. And I am going to grab every character. And paste them in here. Except Hilda, she's already here.
Oh gosh, she's a big bitch.
So, Morden, what happened is you have a moment where you can see the map. Everyone can see the map, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have a moment where, as the fog parts, you see Hilda becoming larger and larger, growing in size. And for a moment, you're really confused, and then realize that everything else in the room has grown massively with her, while you yourself appear to be the same size. Your companions also look similar, but much, much smaller than you've ever seen before. And we're going to get into combat because reasons.
Alright, Tobin, you know what to do. TNT in her ass.
It's not gonna work.
You're tiny, and now you're even tinier. She can really see you. TNT those ass cheeks, bro.
TNT. Alrighty, everyone can roll me for initiative.
I scratch. That's for ankles. Shit, I forgot how to do this.
There you go.
How do I do this?
So, what you can do is at the top right-hand corner, there's a little fist icon. That's the combat tracker. And in the combat tracker, on the right-hand side, there's a little die. So you can do initiative that way.
So I made a carousel model. I can actually move the carousel. Oh, baby, I can move the carousel. Oh, yeah.
See? There you
You
go.
could flip it up and down, but I do like that we can move it now.
Good.
No, I'm gonna get this thing here. Oh yeah. Ooh, that was poorly rolled. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We're okay.
All right, cool. So,
All right, I get homunculus in here then.
oh yeah, that's right. I have to bring the homunculus over. Let's go. Player characters, homunculus servant. Bam!
I can't see anybody else in here besides myself.
So no one else is visible?
No, I can only see myself. I can see the carousel top, but in the room I can only see myself. When I try zooming out, I can't see anybody else.
Hang on a second.
Go to view.
Let's save that. What about now?
Oh, there's everybody.
Yeah. All right. Cool. That's much better. Arnie. So at the top of the round, we have Ileana. However, since this is a surprise round, you just get to witness Hilda turn around. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. For the surprise round, we're gonna pass you. Kaleem, you get to do nothing this turn. Hilda.
Did we lose our temporary HP from the shield thing before?
Yeah, it's been way too long for that to stay in effect.
Stay forever.
No, it doesn't stay forever.
Alright, my homunculus servant has 5 HP. Do not breathe on it.
All right. Hilda, as you see her standing where she is, after shrinking all of you down, or maybe increased the size of everything else, stomps her left foot into the ground and then screams, I just want the world to be better, and they will help me. They've said so. And then she stomps her right foot onto the ground, shaking the whole floor, and you see several things just start hovering around her menacingly. Fists. That's right. It's some angry fists that are slowly hovering around her. And they do look like astral, almost like spectral fists. Her fists just slowly floating around her. Next up, Tobin, you are too surprised to do anything at this combat. This fist will float up to you and do nothing else. Morden, you were also surprised by this combat. Oh, hang on. I gotta actually go through the combat carousel. This fist will fly over here. Actually, no. Yes. And this fist... And which one is this one? Oh, got them backwards messed up. Okay. And we will then start at the top of the round. Ileana, it is your turn. You see a bunch of floating astral fists getting closer to your companions, and Hilda just being menacing.
I would like to cast Absorb Elements.
All right. Go ahead.
So I got... Okay. And... do I get some...
If you'd like.
Yeah, no, no.
All right. Do you want me to pass the turn for you?
Yes, please.
Okay, so we just go next. Kaleem, you are up. You have a fist right next to you.
Can I do a Arcana check to see if I know what it is?
Yes, you may. Ooh, nice roll. From what you can tell, it is some kind of animated object spell. You don't know the exact variant, but it's definitely strange and spooky.
Would I understand that physical attacks would be less effective than magical ones?
You have an idea that it would, but you don't know for sure because this is the first time you're encountering something like this. From what you can tell, it's just like any other object.
Okay, then I'll do chill touch next to me.
Okay, at the fist next to you?
Yeah, I gotta target it right now.
Yep, you can press Alt and left click. Or press and hold Alt and then left click. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, you absolutely murder that fist. Oh, I have you selected by accident. Let's try this again. All right. You just point at that fist and cast your spell, and you just see it just shrivel up and crumble. All right. You can see Hilda kind of stomp around, frustrated, and go, "Ah, how dare you!" And then she will try to swat. Actually, no. She will turn to you, Kaleem, and she'll try to swat you. Does she not have? Actually, no. She will just cast. Oh, you've got to be kidding her. Why does she have? Okay, there we go. Alright, you see her gesture, and this magical armor begins to flicker around her. Alright, if you would like, you can make a Knowledge Arcana check to see what it is.
All of us are just...
Anyone with Arcana. Kaleem was just baffled. He's like, that's some weird magic.
That's what usually you cast it before.
Yeah. Anyone else who has Knowledge Arcana can also make that roll.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Oh, you've also never seen anything quite like it.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Alright, and then Tobin, it would be your turn.
Okay, question. I want to make an Eldritch Cannon. Can I make one that's tiny and has a handle that my Blackness can pick up and drag around?
What's the normal size of your Eldritch Cannon?
I can either make it small or tiny.
Okay, then yes, you would be able to make it tiny.
Okay. So,
If you need a minute to think, Tom, I do have a question for Lex.
Sure.
When you say we're smaller than her, what is the size comparison here?
She's effectively a giant. By comparison, right now, she's like 15 feet tall.
Oh, okay, so it's like not super big, but okay.
I mean,
Like, we're not so small. Yeah, we're not so small that like we can fucking like scale up her fucking skirt and like climb inside.
I mean, you could certainly try. She is much, much bigger than you by comparison.
15 feet's like taller than a house, I think.
Some houses, yeah. You can absolutely try to scale her.
I don't like a tree.
Yeah, I was just thinking of plans where I crawl up inside her and like fight her from the inside out, but I don't think that's gonna work. I'm looking at every angle.
Oh my god.
Well, yeah, that's crazy.
There was no pun intended there.
Anyway, so what do you want to do, Tom?
Let's see how far away I can make this. I'm sorry. Occupied. Okay. All right. So I want to take an action to make an Eldritch Cannon.
Okay.
I guess I have to try to pull it out. I want to make a Force Ballista. It basically shoots crap.
Yeah, the Eldritch Cannon.
So I'd like to try to make that.
I think we made a protector cannon for you.
I need a force ballista though.
Alright, let me make a new one. Let's make
Same
it
idea, except this one shoots.
force ballista. Wonder if one does already exist. Yeah, there's no direct force ballista, so I will have to see if I can import it actually.
If you want to just like make a blank thing, I can start filling it in.
There you go. I will make you the owner of it. It is in the character sheet, so you can go through and modify it as you need to.
So I'll make it there. And I want to use my bonus action to have my... Since I made it tiny with the handle, I want my lock list to be able to grab it and move it back.
Okay, sure.
How far can you move? 20 feet? I want to try to grab it. That's 20 feet.
Alright, if your homunculus tries to move away though, the fist will get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's right next to you.
What's his armor count? 13! I'll have him try to do it anyways.
Okay. Then the fist will try to give you the business. Ooh, it does hit. And it only does 2 points of damage. Yep.
Okay, so I like him to grab it. Maybe put it like over here.
Sure.
A little bit higher. And should I put him on it or should I above it?
Just right next to him would be fine.
Okay. So I don't really have any other actions I can take, I don't think. I use action to build it, and then a bonus action. I probably can't do anything else.
You still can move.
No, if I move, it'll block me, right?
That's true, if it has more reactions. Normally there's only one reaction, so once one attack of opportunity happens, you're good to keep going.
So I can move away and it won't hurt me?
Yes.
How far am I from? It's 15. How far is this? Oh, okay, so I'll move back here then.
Okay.
Straight shot, but like, don't want to be too close to her.
Alright, fair enough. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Then up next.
I'll fill in my force stuff.
Okay. Up next is a fist. It's going to try to slap Morden. Can I target Morden? No, I can't. Hang on. I gotta move this character just a bit so I can target Morden and then move her back because her character sheet is just, or her hitbox is just way too massive. All right, trying to slap Morden. No, just slaps ineffectually at your armor.
Smack, smack, smack.
Yeah, smack, smack, smack. Nothing happens. Alrighty. Up next is Morden. What do you want to do?
Give me 1 second. I'm in range of Hilda, right?
Yes, you can just attack her.
I'm gonna use hold person on Hilda.
Okay, you go ahead. Make a roll. Oh, actually, no. What is her the save that she has to make?
Wisdom?
Wisdom save. All right. Wisdom. Oh wait, that's a check. Saves. Wisdom. There we go. She is good.
That bitch. Alright. Well, that failed. Oh, let me actually use this so it takes it away as a spell. A barkeep, whatever. I just wanted to make sure you used the spell slot.
Yep, makes sense. No, she already made it. It's just...
Yeah, I mean, I can't really move, so I'm going to stick it out and sit right here and keep fighting.
This is true. Alrighty. Up next... nothing. Actually, did I do this fist already? No, I said this fist. Damn it. Alright, so this fist will fly up over here and try to whack Tom. Because fists aren't very smart. Oh, and it hits. You take 2 damage as it just whacks you.
What did it hit you with?
Just fist. It just hit you with a fist.
Oh, it hit you for 15?
No, it hit you with an 18 for 2 points of damage.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah. All right. We go to the top of the round. And Liana, you're up.
Man, I feel kind of bad attacking Helga, but I might just feel bad, just like she seems misguided, but I'm gonna come over anyway. And sorry, god damn it. Come over here and give her a whack with my quarterstaff because she needs to cut it out.
All right, go ahead.
I don't want to kill her, but I need her to like stop it.
All right. You do hit. You strike her, and yeah, basically, you hit her and she just goes, "Ow! Why would you do that? Stop being so mean to me."
You're the one who shrank us.
Uh,
Shout up to her. Can I shout up to her also? Bring us back to normal size and we'll talk.
you can make a persuasion roll. You are at disadvantage since Morden has threatened her before.
I'm gonna try it anyway.
All right, go ahead. Ooh, the nat 20 would have helped, but the 10, unfortunately, is not enough.
I tried.
Yeah, that was fine. All right, up next is Kaleem.
I'm gonna Misty Step.
All right, go ahead.
I like give this thing a tap.
And then for my regular action, I'm gonna do Magic Missile, all 3 bolts at Hilda.
Okay, go ahead. Nice, that's a fair amount of damage. Where is her health pool that I can edit? Can I do that? What? No, I can't. Alright, let's try this one more time. Damn you, math. Alright. You see her take a bolt and it scratches, or you see her take 3 bolts and it strikes her in the arm and shoulder, and you just see blood begin to seep out of it. She looks at you. Well, I'm assuming you're done?
Yep, my pass done.
Okay. She looks at you and goes, "Ow, why would you do that? All they want to do is help. They love us so much, can't you see?" And then she again claps her hands, stomps left and right, and you see, let's do... a bunch more fists starting to fly around her.
Oh, God.
Oh, they didn't show up, did they? Gotta make them visible. So a bunch of other fists showed up. After that, what she's going to do is she is going to look and almost in an offhand manner point at Morden. And Morden, you need to make me an intelligence saving throw.
Where did my little bar go?
You have to click on yourself. Hilda is so big that it might be covering you.
I got it, I think. You said saving throw, intelligence?
Yes. What did you get? Oh, 16. Very nice. So nothing happens. You just feel something reach into your mind, but you're able to block it. And nothing happens. And you just hear her huff in frustration. And that is her turn. Next up is Fisty. It's gonna... One of the fists. It's gonna fly up. God damn it, I'm gonna move him again. And try to whack Morden. This time you're flanked, so it gets bonuses. But probably not good ones.
God damn that hurts.
Yeah, take 4 damage.
Oh, where's my health?
That's okay, I gotcha. It's actually 2 because it's a crit.
You're sweet, boo. How did I do that?
It automatically does concentration checks for any time you need to make a concentration save. Hang on, I'm going to move everyone just a little bit to the left because Hilda's just way too big. And it makes it hard to do anything. I thought it'd be just fine. It just works just right. But turns out her hitbox is a little bigger than I was expecting. There we go. Yeah, just a little bigger. Alrighty, so that is that fist's turn. Up next is another fist. Which one is this one? Oh, it's this one. It's gonna go 5, 10, 15. Well, actually, you can fly. It's gonna fly over here on the other side of Ileana and try to whack you with its fist. Magic fist. Ooh, it hits you for 4 damage because it crits. Oh, I just gave the fist 4 damage instead. Let's try this again. Yeah, I did just now.
Thanks. If they're still getting confused on how to fix it.
It's alright, I got it. I got the damage and the healing because sometimes it doesn't make any sense.
Thank you.
No problem. I thought I got a...
15 feet tall in this room.
Because...
Compared to us.
Yeah, it's...
We're small.
We're super small, so she looks like if she's 15 feet under normal circumstances, but we're like...
Yeah, you basically gotten shrunk to very small size. Alright, Tobin, you're up.
Alright. So I have some questions.
Yes.
First things first, I want to attack the fist near me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to smack it with my hammer.
Alright, go ahead. So if you press Alt and left click, you will select things. Or target things.
Not have it, I think. Lie to me. There we go, okay.
Yeah, you got it. You whack the fist and you can just see it start to dissipate. It's still hanging on, but it's still barely there.
Okay, and here's one of my questions. So I can use a bonus action to activate my cannon.
Yes.
The last one was super easy because it just, if you roll a dice, you get temporary combo. This says, make a ranged spell attack originating from the cannon.
Yes.
That's what interact. So I want to start fire helmet. Do I make is that mine? So I make a ranged spell attack from me.
Yeah, so you're the one attacking it. So let me just do this. So if you go into your features, click in on the Force Ballista Cannon, you can either click the die there on the roll, or there's a standard roll once you expand it.
Where did you see that?
So if you go into features under your character, click on active abilities and Eldritch Cannon Force Ballista. Right here,
I don't have anything there.
let me do.
Double click on your character.
Yeah, you got to open it up fully.
Yeah, I'm looking on because I didn't tell it I casted it maybe, and I have to go into actions and say I casted this.
Here, hang on. So let me share screen. So can you see my screen? I'm sharing it in Discord.
Okay, alright.
So if you double click to open up your character, under features, you should have Eldritch Cannon Force
I
Ballista.
don't have anything under active abilities. Okay, so something's wrong. I don't see it under active abilities, which you do.
Can you share your screen?
I think I have to create Eldritch Cannon.
Because I see it on your character as well.
Oh, God damn it. Yeah, do you want to share your screen? It might be easier. And if not, I can always just do it for you.
Hold on. What do you see?
Stream has paused. Diaz has minimized their application.
Here, or no?
No, it says you minimized your application.
Where at?
Did you share Discord?
Alright, we're on now.
There you go. Yep.
Alright,
So features.
there's nothing there.
Huh, that's weird.
Yeah, so I think I have to tell it that I used it.
Oh no, go back to features. Go back to features. You have your filters on, so turn off bonus action.
Well, there we go. So click Eldritch Force Ballista and scroll down. There should be a standard roll for attack.
How does it know I made? Oh no, it has one of each. Where's the flamethrower one? Alright, so create Eldritch Cannon.
You've already created it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't know I did.
So just make it 0.
Alright, usability. I wonder where flamethrower is.
I don't know yet. I'll have to look that up. So for Eldritch Cannon, there's a standard roll and an attack roll.
I guess I can try attack and see what happens.
Yeah, go ahead.
What the hell? Try this standard. There you go.
So it's gonna do 1d20 plus 4 plus 2.
Yep. Plus your
4.
proficiency bonus.
So plus my intelligence, plus my proficiency. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, so it hit. What were you shooting at?
Hilda.
Hilda? Okay, cool. So now just roll damage.
Normal.
Yeah, so you,
Nicely done.
okay, so let's see if I can somehow.
Yeah, you should be able to drag and drop that into your into the
The toolbar.
toolbar. Yeah. All right, so you do see like the cannon just belch out a gust of almost flame, and it strikes Hilda. Is there a different description you'd like to use, Tom?
It says force, so like I don't know, some kind of force, whatever. It's not fire, but it's fine. So the only thing is, apparently it'll knock her back, and push a creature back up to 5 feet away from the cannon. But she's so big that might not make sense. It's supposed to push things back 5 feet, but
Yeah, all right. No, that's fine. She'll push back 5 feet. What will happen is, Morden, you'll need to make a reflex save or get trampled, and so will the fists.
Target is a creature.
Yep. So this fist just gets splatted because she steps right onto it. All right, Morton, make a save.
Oh shit! What do you need?
Reflex save.
Check save.
It's funny, I missed the ring.
Ooh.
Flex there.
Yeah, basically. All right. Well, this might hurt a bit.
You're fine. You're fine.
Would Eliana get a attack of opportunity with her moving away?
No. Only if you're moved by yourself. If you're moved by force, that doesn't happen. There's no attacks of opportunity for movement that you don't make.
Julius, dodge it, Julius.
He tried. He didn't.
I tried.
I did not see that coming.
1d6.
I'm not super dexterous. Dexterous.
All right, you take 10 points of damage as she steps back with one leg, just squishing the one of the astral fists that were floating around, and with the other kind of like spinning and swacking you with her knee, and that's why you take so much damage.
Get on her side, and I'll get on top on her side, and I'll help you out, bro.
All right, both you and the fist are actually pushed out of the way as she stumbles backwards. Alrighty, and that is your turn, Tobin. So up next is another fist, and this one will try to whack Morden.
So many fairs.
Yeah, it's like that's all they do is they just fist people. It misses. It misses horribly, and the joke's over. Morden.
Is she still in range of my attacker now?
Yes, she is so big that you can easily swing at her.
Alright, I'm gonna bonus action to Searing Smite. I don't really know how this works on here, so we're gonna learn together.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
Let's see, I think I'm targeted right now, so no, standard roll wouldn't work. I have standard roll and damage.
So first you have to hit. Unless
Yeah,
it,
but Searing Smite's not the attack, it adds to my attack.
yes. So first you have to hit.
So we're gonna target her, right?
Yes.
Let's untarget me, target her. I'm gonna roll with my Warhammer. And I think
So unfortunately, the spell effect for her concentration spell, or for her armor, isn't effect. It's not like actually taking her AC into account for whatever reason. Unfortunately, you would miss. So with how the spell works, unless you break your concentration, you'll be able to do it again next time.
because she's so big, do I get attack of opportunity?
No. Only if she moves away from you.
Or not attack of opportunity.
Yeah, from Eliana and Morden.
No, God damn it. I gotta turn off that concentrator. There's no constitution saves, none of that.
What just gave me 5 health?
Oh, did I accidentally click in and give you health instead?
Yeah, I'll fix that. There we go.
Alright. Okay.
So no opportunity?
No, she's too big for that right now, and she hasn't moved. You didn't do anything, she's just standing there.
Or, damn it, I keep saying yeah, advantage. Because she's so fucking big.
No, in order to get advantage, you have to have someone on the opposite side. So you have to have someone over here. Yeah, flanking works differently in 5th edition than it does in 3.5. You have to be literally on the opposite side.
Isn't flanking and technically an advantage different?
Yeah, but it's more interesting as a house rule.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Asking for clarity, that's all.
Yep.
Then yeah, I guess there's really nothing else I can do.
Alright. Then up next is another fist. This one's going to slap Tobin, because that's all these fists can do. They basically are, yeah. And it will actually hit with a 17 for 2 points. I'll have to turn off all those concentration saving throws. which is fine. Because that's actually getting really annoying. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm going to have to turn all of that off because it's super annoying. Okay, that fist misses, and we go to the top of the round. Ileana, you're up.
I guess I'm going to portal.
Yep, too far. Right there, you're already in combat range.
Oh, okay. I'm going to, I guess, hit one of these fists.
Okay. Which fist would you like? That one? Okay.
Yeah. And I'll hit it with my quarterstaff. And I would like to also yell again to Hilda, like, to, bring us back, stop, bring us back to science. Like, we'll talk about this.
Okay.
I don't want to hurt you.
I mean,
I do. But
yeah. Unfortunately, your persuasion falls on deaf ears just because of the fact that everyone's trying to kill her right now, and someone shot her with an arcane cannon just shortly. All right, it is a bunch of angry fists' turn.
Can I yell maybe everything like, don't try and kill her, just, maybe incapacitate her, but don't.
I'm not trying to kill her.
Not yet.
Just one more, getting stepped on one more time, and that's it.
All right, this fist is going to fly up next to Tobin and try to whack him.
It's everywhere, shit.
Oh, and it does. It'll hit you for 2 more damage, and that is all it will do. Next up is this fist. It's going to fly directly at Kaleem and try to whack him. But we'll miss. Next up is this fist, and it's going to try to hit Ileana. Oh, and it does. It only hits you for 2 points of damage, so not so bad.
Definitely had work.
And next it's Kaleem.
I'm going to do a shield touch to the one that attempted to attack me.
Sure. Yeah, well done. You hit it, and you just see its energy drain. It looks like it's weaker and fragmenting. All right, anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, actually I'll move next to Tobin.
All right, the fist will try to whack you with an attack of opportunity. But it will miss.
I ain't scared.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You right, those watch flyers at the bottom of the screen.
That's one of the fists you killed. Yeah. All right. Hilda is going to... What could she do? Yeah, all right. That's all really that you can do. She's gonna once again point it at Morden, and you need to make me a intelligence save. I can't tell from my side what that is. Ooh, that's a 9. That's real bad. All right. So you get hit for... why did I do that? You take 3 psychic damage as a foreign mind intrudes into yours, and you feel whispers that just peel slightly at your sanity. She hits you with a mind sliver, and the next saving throw you make before the end of her next turn, you're at minus D4.
So I take 3 points of damage, right?
Yes, you just take 3 points of damage, and next save you make, you're at a minus D4.
Okay, next saved, but not next attack.
Yes. All right. So she does that, and then she is going to try to stomp at Eliana. Make a dexterity saving throw.
I've got good dex.
Yeah, you're fine. She tries to stomp at you, but you manage to get out of the way. Yeah. All right, next up is Fist. This Fist is going to try to whack you with its hand. Yeah. You, Liliana. It does hit with a 17, and you take 2 more points of damage as they just keep whacking you.
I just imagine they're just open-handed slapping me.
Basically.
You points of damage, come on. That thing is just like slapping me.
All right, Tobin, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna try to attack the fist above me again.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, well done. You definitely nail that fist, and it turns into a bunch of ectoplasmic goo.
Bladder.
What else would you like to do?
I'm gonna try to make a force blast to attack her. Let me see if I can select her. Figure how to use ultimate force blast to consume resource. What's that?
To consume the resource.
There you go.
I'm not sure what the resource thing was, but I had to check it.
That'd be like if you had like ammunition for it.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything there.
Oh, the attack with my stuff did 2d8. Okay, so yeah, so it worked. It worked.
Yeah, you hit her quite heavily, and you just see how do you want to describe the attack?
I don't know. It says force damage, so just kind of magical projectile.
Okay, so out of the corner of your eye, you see this puff of energy, and you just hear Hilda be rocked back as, again, this force strikes her, and she gets slammed into the wood behind, almost shaking the whole room with the impact. She seems injured, and blood starts dripping from several of the wounds that you've inflicted on her. Anything else you'd like to do?
Not of blues.
All right. Then next Fist is up. It's going to keep trying to slap Morden.
Oh, yeah.
Fist. Ooh. Take 4 points of damage.
This is like jerking me off.
It just keeps slapping you on the back of the head. Whack, whack. All right, and it is basically, and it's your turn.
Alright, first thing I'm gonna fucking do, I'm gonna fucking try to karate chop this bitch finally with my fucking warhammer. Right in the fucking shin. Right in the shin!
Yeah, well done.
It's a crit.
Yeah. You absolutely do 7 points of damage. And did you want to use your Searing Smite?
No, I'm not gonna use that, but does that 7 taking the effect of a crit or no?
Yeah, it doubles. It basically rolled twice. You can actually expand the dice rolls. Or I can expand them. You just rolled a 3 and a 2 instead of higher numbers, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah, so Searing Smite, you do have to use it. You do have to use it.
I'm not gonna use it though.
No, okay, so then you waste the spell.
I haven't used it. I haven't even used the bonus action to use it.
Oh, okay.
I missed, but I am gonna use a bonus action.
Okay.
And let's see how the fuck this is. I need to target myself. Targety. And then I need to go into my shit. I'm gonna use the bonus action on Healing Word. How the fuck do I use this as a second spell slot? Let's see, info.
So if you click on the standard roll from the Healing Word, it will cast at, and then you can choose whichever one you want to do.
Oh. There we go.
There it goes. Yep.
Did it come through with the healing one?
Because you had Hilda selected, it tried to heal her.
I literally have myself selected on my screen.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that. I had Hilda selected, so that's kind of awkward. So you can heal yourself for the amount it healed, which
How much was it?
I think was 10.
Oh. And then I will pass.
All right, very good. So next up we have,
Fucking railed her in the shin.
yeah, Ileana, you're up.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna hit this fist here. We'll go short sword.
Hey, there you go. When you stopped using the quarterstaff, it decided to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have no problems just absolutely destroying this fist. Turns into a bunch of blood spatter and starts just to slowly dissipate. Alright, anything else you'd like to do?
Not at the moment. Guess we're gonna keep trying to incapacitate Hilda.
Okay. The fist over...
It's not helping, so.
Yeah, it's quite difficult. Ooh, that's another crit. Why am I wasting crits on like really shitty enemies? But
Hey, I'm a shitty enemy? Bastard.
no. I mean, like, I'm using really shitty enemies, and they're barely doing any damage. So you actually take 4 points of damage as this thing just whacks you twice. First upside the head, then backswing. And that is all this fist can do. Next up is a different fist, and it's going to fly up at Kalium and try to whack him instead.
I'm gonna grab my easy jump.
But it misses. Next, yeah, there's a lot of them, and they just keep coming at you. I think 14. Oh, God damn it! That screwed up again for the stupid effects. Why? Get out of here. Why is this not active? There we go. Alright, so 14 should just hit. No, 14 should just miss, actually. You should have 15 AC. Why is it not picking up this? So, alright, so this fist misses. Ugh, I hate when it gets bugged out and doesn't recognize armor class. Alright, Kaleem, you are up.
Chill touch again to the same one.
Okay, go ahead. Very nice. Yeah, you strike the fist with one more bolt of magic, and it turns into just chunks of ectoplasmic blood. Falls apart. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's it.
All right. You see... Nope, she's still doing her thing. All right, so Hilda, being frustrated that all of you just keep wailing away at her, turns, and Morden, make a reflex save.
There we go. God damn.
She just swings with her leg and just punts you, sending you flying. You fly back and crash into the tub, and you take... That's a shitty fucking thing. You take 5 points of damage as she just whacks you, making you fly away. And then she turns back to Ileana and just keeps screaming, I can't understand why you won't leave me alone. I just want to make things better. They told me it would be better. And then she will do some kind of action. Can I move this thing? Yeah. And you're not sure what she does. You can make a Knowledge Arcana check.
Everyone?
So Kaleem, Tobin, yeah, everyone can see it. If you have Knowledge Arcana, you can roll.
I don't.
That's okay. Then you don't know it. Kaleem, you see her, between you and Tobin, both of you see her animating one more object. And you're not sure what that object is yet. But she did something, cast some kind of spell. And that would be her turn. And Tobin, you're up.
I'm going to yell, watch out, she's sending something else at us.
Nice. So no one is surprised.
I'll try to tap this in front of me.
Oof. Yeah, unfortunately, you miss with both Fist and the Barkeep.
I don't know that barkeep thing is just a little weird.
It's Hilda.
Hilda.
Yeah, she's just labeled as the Barkeep for some odd reason.
Okay. Let me select it. Alright, I'm going to try to force ballista her again.
Yeah, go ahead. Very nice. Yeah, you see her stagger, and another wound just opens up on her, just bleeding freely.
Can I yell something out for her?
Yeah, you can. Go ahead.
Alright, like, Hilda, like, we don't want to kill you, just turn us back to normal and we can stop this.
Okay, and she might respond at her turn. Alright, up next is Fist. It's gonna fly up and whack Morden, because that's all it does. Nah, but it will miss. Okay.
Me and this Fist after this battle are going to go in this tub and have a little one-on-one time.
Alright, well, you're up. See what you can do.
Alright. I should be selected right now, unless this game wants to fuck me. Bonus action healing ward on myself.
Okay, go ahead.
First slot, yes. Roll, baby. I think it was for 1 HP.
Yeah, it did 5. I don't know why, but it
Okay.
doesn't have you selected.
I'm not even seeing.
There it goes.
Oh, I came up with 8.
Yeah. I don't know why, but it first rolled for Hilda, and then it rolled for you. So let me just give you some healing.
I got it.
Alright, you got it?
At least when I expand it, it says 8.
Yeah.
Just wanted
That's...
to make sure. Boom. Alright, now if I should unselect myself and select Hilda, go back into my spell book here, seeing as how none of my other shit seems to be working. Duplication, blah blah blah. Just give me a second. I want to read through this one more time. Okay, I'm gonna do this, and
Oh, wow.
Guiding Bolt can be real good.
seems some other shit's not working. It should just be an attack, right? That should work.
Yeah, it's just a normal attack roll. Oh, very nice. You definitely hit. Roll for damage. Oh, very nice. So you reach out and cast a guiding bolt at Hilda, and she will take 13 radiant damage. You see her skin just begin to blister where you strike it, and her right arm, where you struck, catches a bit of fire. You see like holy radiance starting to burn up her clothes, and she shrieks in pain.
Woohoo! Alright, healed, did that, and I'm good.
All right. All right. So you see... Actually, no, you don't see it from your end. Everyone else, on the other hand, sees an animated broom just fly behind everyone and give Kaleem a whack. Take a broomstick. Oh, it actually lands a solid hit on you, and you take 7 points of damage.
You got brave
Yeah, basically. Just whack. Alrighty. Up next, we actually go to the top of the round, and Ileana, you are up.
Okay, I'm gonna hit this fist here again. With my trusty dusty sword. And I'm gonna try yelling to Hilda again. Like, turn us back to normal. Like, we're not trying to kill you. Like, we'll talk about this.
Okay. You can make a persuasion roll.
Okay.
You are rolling on at disadvantage though.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's just not enough.
God damn it.
All right. Up next is a fist, and it's going to keep whacking Tobin actually. It's going to give you the business. And it'll hit you.
The business.
It'll give you 2 more damage as it just whaps you in the face. Alright, Kaleem, you're up.
The broom is the one that hit me?
Yeah, the room behind you is what hit you. It appears to be carrying 2 buckets, and it just brained you with one of the buckets.
Glenn, this is what I need you to do. I need you to grab the broom and hand it to Eliana.
What?
It's a game in the kitchen and sweep the floor, Joe.
Oh my god. That and 3 more to with it.
Magic missile, all 3 bolts at the broom.
Okay, go ahead. Ooh, 10 damage. Very nice. You just see chunks of wood fly off the broom, but it seems to be still holding up. Anything else you'd like to do?
No. I was thinking about Misty stuff, but no, I'm good.
Okay. Then up next is Hilda. She seems in quite a bit of pain, and she'll try to kick you, Ileana, so make a reflex save.
A dex save?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so you see the foot coming and manage to dodge out of the way. And then she points...
Shitty ranger if I did.
Hmm?
I'd be a shitty ranger if I did.
Well, you never know. And then she points at Kaleem, and you see her shoot out an Eldritch Blast at him. For 7 points of damage.
This show's Eldritch Blast?
Yeah.
Fuck.
There we go. Alright, and that is her entire turn. Tobin, you are up.
I want to turn to the broom.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to shock and harass it.
Alright, go ahead.
Your controlled actor does not have the item named shock and harass. What? Did I upgrade?
Yeah, I don't see it on your spells. Oh my god, did it not?
No, it's okay. I thought last time I lost it. That's fine. Alright, I'm going to turn to it. I'm going to bump it with my hammer now.
Okay. Yeah, nice. You definitely hit, and the broom takes a big chunk out of it. One of the buckets falls on the ground.
I think I can attack it, I guess.
Yeah, you can.
What do you guys think? Maybe I can attack it or attack Hilda?
Let's not hurt Hilda more than she is. We're trying to convince her, to...
No, just not to kill me. By
Oh,
killing her.
yeah.
Like, let's be honest.
She's a guy.
We're trying to incapacitate her, not kill her. She's got valuable information, probably.
Up to you.
No, we gotta stop Hilda. She's beating our asses.
Well, you're out.
That's true.
Hey,
Alright, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna Eldritch Cannon Hilda.
Oof. Actually, the 10 doesn't hit. Her armor isn't in the. Her armor is still in effect. I don't know why it just keeps showing us 10. Let's do 15.
Why was it at disadvantage?
I don't know why it was rolling twice. Seems fine. Well, either way, both rolls were 4, so.
Anyway,
Yeah, it is a little strange. Sometimes the updates. Alright, unfortunately that misses. Next up is the broom. It's actually going to try to just brain Kaleem one more time. Oh, it will hit for 4 points of damage. Next up is Fist, and it's just going to keep trying to whack at Morden. No, come on. Fist. Ooh, another natural 20. Man, I wish I gave these guys actual attacks. And Morden, you take 4 points of damage. Not 2.
You took the 2 off already, right?
Yeah, no, I got it. 25. All right, that is it for the Fist. And now it's your turn.
Alright, I have 2 spell slots left. Evocation, blah blah blah. I'm targeting Kaleem for a bonus action.
Okay.
To use. I think that's gonna hold on. Creature. Yeah, within sight. Okay.
Yes, you have 60 feet range for it.
Yeah. He's 60 feet range, right?
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to heal him. Well, I'm gonna heal him.
Not this. Yeah, just barely, but still enough. All right, very nice. He heals. Kaleem, you feel a healing energy for 8 as you feel better, as some kind of divine magic just reaches out and touches you inappropriately.
Yeah.
It's a big place.
Now I have a choice to make. Oh fuck! I didn't mean to do that.
All good.
I just.
Trying to attack me?
So now I have the decision to make either use my last spell slot to hit her or take out this fist. I think I'm going to keep the spell slot for healing just in case. And I'm going to try to take out this fist.
All right, go ahead. Nice. Yeah, you hit, and the fist just explodes into gunks of spectral goo.
Can I move?
Yes, you can still move.
What's my movement again? 25, I think?
Yeah, it's 25.
Yeah, we're going to go with this thing.
Okay. Eliana, you're up next.
Okay. I think what's next? I guess I'm gonna whack her again with my quarterstaff. So I'm not trying to like maim her.
Okay, I admire your restraint.
Sure, what do you
I think she can give it like she's. I think honestly that she's just mixed up in some bad stuff. I don't think she's bad entirely, and I think she can also give us some information because she keeps talking about this, like these people, and they only want what's best. I think she's misguided and can give us information, so I don't want to kill her.
That's fine. We still gotta get up to 0 before she gets ours to 0.
Yeah, true.
We don't have to finish her, but we gotta get her. Just trying to finish us.
I mean, you got to pay attention to what kind of damage you're doing. Yeah.
All right. You do strike her for 7, and you can see bruises just start spreading around visibly around her body as you just keep wailing away at her. All right. Next up is a fist, and it's going to just keep wailing on Tobin. It's not very smart, and it hits. It hits for 2. That's all that a fist can do. Kalim, you are up. Yes, but Hilda is huge, so if you need an area of effect spell.
Alright, I'll just do a chill touch on the broom.
Alright, go ahead. Very nice. Yeah, you reach out and the broom just falls apart. You touch it and it just collapses all on itself and fades away.
Is the fire spreading on her?
You'd have to do that. You'd have to check on your turn. Kalim, anything else?
Oh, no, sorry.
Alright, then it's Hilda's turn. She will try to just kick Ileana. Make a reflex save, please. Oh, not today. She... Yeah, well, it happens. It's okay. You take 8 points of damage as Hilda just brings back her foot and kicks you. And congratulations. Tobin, make a reflex save.
Because I'm getting kicked back into you.
Yep, directly into you.
That's dexterity save?
Yes. So if you go to... Ooh.
Look at that awesome roll.
It is a nice roll. I mean... 1d4. It's been... Alright, so it'll be plus 5. So you also take 8 points of damage as you have a ranger just fly right at you and just smash into you. The good news is the fist has no opportunity to dodge, so it just gets wasted as it just squishes. Yeah, that nearly did it.
Actually, hits me with yellow. Watch what you're doing.
And then she
Do you have any potions?
turns towards Morden.
I do, actually.
Nice. And make another intelligence save, please. Yeah, that's still not good enough. And you take 3 points of damage as she blasts you with some kind of mind magic.
Is the broom still alive?
No, Boom's dead. And then Hilda will move a few feet closer.
Oh, was she in range? She wasn't in range.
No, she's big, but she's not quite that big. All right, Tobin, you are up.
Oh, God. Alright, I'm like really hurt. I'm gonna use cure wounds on myself.
Okay.
No available first spell slot? No. I'm gonna use my spell slot.
I don't think we reset your spell slots.
Did we never rest?
No, well,
We split, so this was the next day.
yeah, so you should have 2 slots still. Yeah, no, I'll reset them to 2, so try again. Because I don't think you used anything last time.
Did I roll?
You have to click... Yeah, you still have to click in on it and then choose normal roll.
Standard roll. Cast spell.
There it goes. Well done. Healed you for 10.
I have to click on it in the thing on the right side.
Yeah, I don't know why. There you go. But you do get healed for 10, and that is really good.
I think you need to fix the spells again.
Yeah, that's been doing weird things. I will go back after and try to fix it again. I don't know why I did that.
You myself, then we yell, Hilda, stay back! Oh, sure can.
Alright, go ahead. Ooh, unfortunately, that misses this time. The shot goes wide. Alright. Animated broom is dead. I don't know why it shows up. Alright, Morden, you are up. What would you like to do?
Should I be on the edge of her hitbox or in the hitbox?
Edge. Edge of the hitbox.
Let's say, right there. Is that fine?
No, it's just... God damn. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, I'll move. I'm gonna select her, and then I'm going to swing with my warhammer once again at her shin.
Ooh.
Okay, and we're in this position here. Let me see, that's 12. That's Hogan. Yeah, you guys are fucked up. I'm gonna select. I'm gonna need you guys to split up because you gotta get hit, you're all getting fucking damage. Okay, hold on. Liana. Open. And I'm gonna use my last bonus action, use my last spell slot to heal Eliana.
Oh, well done. It's a good amount of healing.
You're welcome.
All right. And Ileana, you are up. What would you like to do?
Crossbower. We have longbow.
Okay.
Or longbow.
Longbow. You are up close. She's right next to you, so you would actually be at disadvantage if you tried to use any ranged weapon.
I guess I'm gonna use my short sword.
All right, go ahead.
I feel bad.
All right, you stab at her, and you do some damage. But she's still standing. She looks badly wounded, but she's still up.
You can't like disengage and move, right?
No, not as a ranger. A rogue can, but a ranger can't. You still can move along, like here or here, just because she is huge, so that's still all threatening squares.
Okay. I guess we'll just have to stay where I am.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that if you want.
Well, you can move up one, right?
No, that's already the hitbox. All right, Kali, you are up.
Ray of Frost.
All right, go ahead.
Nice.
Yeah, that does it. Unfortunately, that just makes her cold and does a little bit of damage, but she's still standing.
Yeah, it reduces her movement speed, but I don't think she's gonna be moving.
Yeah. Morden, make a reflex save as Hilda looks at you and just screams at you, "Leave me alone!" And then she goes back to kick you.
Yep, maybe?
Yep, you did it. You managed to just dodge out of the way as her foot passes just within inches of where you were. She then looks at 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I'll just randomize it. One, two. All right. Yep. Sorry, Tobin. She's going to look at you, and she is going to fire an Eldritch Blast at you. Ah, but it goes wide, missing you badly. Yeah, he's been getting slapped around. Tobin, you are up. What would you like to do?
Want to back up a bit?
Yeah.
Hilda, stop right now, or we'll have to put you down. And I'm gonna firebolt it.
All right, go ahead.
Is that a spell or is that a cantrip?
It's a cantrip. I'm saving spells to heal us because we're gonna get messed up.
Oh, nicely done. All right, Hilda's just, her clothes are on fire. Part of it is from eldritch fire. Part of it is from actual fire. And she's just barely hanging on. Can your cannon do the trick?
Can I somehow make it not?
I mean, up to you.
We're not gonna kill her.
Alright, I'm gonna try to have those pins not aim for anything vital.
All right, do it. Oh, the eldritch cannon jams. Unfortunately, it can do nothing. And Morden, it's up to you.
Yeah, it is. Alright. Swing better.
All right, you do hit. Oof.
I bring my warhammer back and swing it right into her shin, hoping that it collapses her to the ground and she hits her head and incapacitates her for the time being.
All right. You swing, and it does connect with the shin, and you just hear this bone-shattering snap, and then a high-pitched scream, and then she topples over and just explodes into a pile of goo.
What?
What?
Yeah. She just explodes into a pile of goo. All right. You have finished combat. Congratulations. You have killed absolutely everybody.
I don't want to know what the hell's in that hammer.
I remember standing there in like utter shock.
Unfortunately.
Waiting for me.
Yeah. Make a perception roll for all of you.
Okay, give me 1 second. Damn, I'm fucking
No, it's fine. Tobin, you and... actually, only you are the only one that passed it. But what happens is... We're going to switch over to here. We are done with the battle scene in the room. And this is actually... So you actually open your eyes, and you realize that Hilda is slumped over unconscious, and everyone else seems to be dazed. Yeah, you've actually never left the room. All of you were exactly where you are. Tobin, you come into your own mind first, and you realize that everyone's just standing exactly where they are. Some leaking blood and other bodily fluids, but others are just standing like Morden by the door. And Hilda is now slumped unconscious on the ground. Yeah, and now we can move around. All of you can act as you like. You come to shortly after, but Tobin gets first chance to do anything.
I'm trying to shake myself out and say, whoa, I think that might have been in our heads. And I'd like to walk over and check on Hilda.
Yeah, all right. Make a medicine roll.
Actually, she don't get you.
Yeah. You actually roll very high, and you realize that she has what appears to be jam leaking out of the sides of her ears. Nah, it's not jam. She doesn't appear to be physically hurt, but there does seem to be something pulling out of her ear as the one she's lying onto the ground, and it's like this almost like black oily liquid, very thick. She doesn't appear to be physically injured, but there's still something just slowly leaking out of her ear.
And I
Yeah, you can make a Knowledge Arcana. Wow, 22. Very nice. So, with the 22, you have a sneaking suspicion it's a form of some kind of eldritch implementation. Like somebody implanted something into her brain. And whatever mental combat or whatever happened, that crushed it.
I accidentally left the voice chat. I did not mean to.
Oh, sorry.
I missed the explanation.
Okay, so with your roll, you realize that something was implanted in Hilda, or something got into her head. And that is what's leaking out. Some kind of black goo or liquid. You're not sure if that was its original shape, but that's what's left, and it's just slowly pulling out or being expelled out of her.
Oh, kind of get up and take a step back and say, everybody, wow, there's something going on with her. Something's coming out of her head. That is definitely not normal. Looks like some kind of magical parasite or something. I don't know. We'll need someone who can actually take a look and figure out what this is. Like, just beyond what beyond.
Does anyone have like an empty file or something we can scoop it up into?
I do not want to do that.
Investigation roll on Hilda to see if there's any coins or trinkets or anything.
Yeah. Yeah, so you start looking around and just checking like what she has on her. And I did update her character sheet, so you should be able to see what's in it. So you should be able to double click and basically loot her body. She doesn't have a lot on her. But she does have a small case, which appears to have a scroll of what appears to be sleep, because it is labeled. It's just normal label, and a small, almost like a simple knife with traces of blood on it.
Does she have anything in the scroll, please?
Yeah, there's a bunch of scrolls of sleep. Only one looks to be finished. The other ones look to be in somewhat unfinished state, like as she was working on them and just never got there yet. That is what you have found with your initial look. All of you can roll a full investigation check, or one person can roll at advantage. Wow, Morden apparently decided to roll really well.
I got this.
All right, so Morden, unless someone beats a 20, which we have 4 rolls, so it's not possible. You kind of almost like strip Hilda out of her clothes as you start searching through. And between just like wringing everything out and looking around the room, you discover there's several drains in the room itself. Some of them have like blatant and obvious use of... Oh, she doesn't have any money, so you can't split 0. Which I suppose is fine.
I hit the loot all, but I guess it only does the currency.
Yeah, it tries to split the currency. You might need to try to grab the individual items from her and just put them to yourself. So as you just like rifle through everything and go through and over the room, you realize that there's several places where she had stored just normal mundane objects for the bathing, like perfumes, soaps, stuff like that. But after carefully examining the mop and just the drains nearby the bathtubs, you discover bloodstains at the drains. So it seems like you're not sure exactly what was happening, but it seems like she was dumping blood down the drain. Her dagger also looks to have pitted a little bit with bloodstains still on it, even though it's very clean otherwise. So between the scrolls of sleep, somewhat bloody dagger, and what appears to be obvious stains of blood on the drains, she may or may not be doing something else during the bathing process. Yeah, between searching, like, on her body, she doesn't really have much. She just has the map, the sleep scrolls, and that's about it. When you examine her, she has a small tattoo that is very reminiscent of the coin, but without any spell power or anything. It's just on her inner elbow, on her left arm. It's like a very crude tattoo.
What do you think we get some answers about this? Maybe we should take her somewhere?
That's what I was thinking. I was gonna wake her up.
I don't think we need to wake her up.
She's not dead. She does seem to be unconscious for the moment.
We can ask her some questions.
Yeah. The question is, do you want to do it here? Do you want to bring her downstairs into the basement? Or what do you want to do?
Well, might not be a good idea to stay here in the bathroom. You know, other people may want to take a bath and have some awkward questions.
Well, there's black moving on the floor. I doubt they're gonna.
Why is this up? You did a knowledge arcana, the black cube. But would, just out of curiosity, would a knowledge religion check also be worth it, maybe?
Religion... history would be better than religion.
History would?
Yeah.
Let's try it. I'll do it. Why not? Well, shit. That's fine.
Alright, well, apparently Hilda knows a lot, but you... Alright, so you have a very faint memory of 3 different types of beings that kind of melt people's minds or infect people's minds. Your order kind of kept track of them in some sporadic ways, and just knowing the signs of possession helped a great deal. Mind flayers impregnate people with like a little spawn that kind of goes up their nose and starts eating their brain, and slowly transforms into that being over time. And then that being eventually turns into a mind flayer. Another type of aberration is almost like a worm type being, where cultists or people pray to the wrong god, and it sends a spawn and transforms the person or the being either all at once or very slowly, stage by stage, into just like a collection of almost like magic worms or other beings like bugs, mosquitoes, like almost like a swarm, a living swarm that is one person. But the cultist isn't really themselves anymore at that point. It's kind of transformative, insane breaking process. And then the last thing that you remember, and it's only a vague hint to it, is there are certainly Gith can also do similar things like mind flayers and implant things into people's minds, but that's usually a very different process. So the most likely are mind flayers, possession by a outer being of some kind, or possibly Gith, but that last one seems unlikely to you. Yeah. So it's, to your mind, it's either mind flayers or some kind of possession from an eldritch being, like outer god or warlock possession.
What was the third one?
Gith.
Is that kind of...
Yeah, you think it could also be Gith, but they're psionics. Like, they do stuff with the mind and weird mind powers. You're not sure quite how that works. That's the only thing you really remember, though.
Get the Gith?
Yes.
I thought you were saying gift. So
I wasn't sure if it was GIF, like as in GIF, as in yay, or much GIFs.
Everyone stop clicking on Hilda because you're making her talk.
Nobody's targeting her. That's from me, and nobody's targeting her. Like, I do not have her targeted.
Do you have her window open?
Highlight yourself like in a yellow thing.
Like, I can tell you, if you target her, it puts the arrows around her. They're not there.
No, there's not just arrows. That's all.
If-
You just have her highlighted.
Yeah, if you click just do normal left click to select her, that will also do it. Which is slightly annoying, but there's nothing I can do about that.
So I think we should take her to the tower. This is some kind of eldritch kind of thing. I think the tower can help her, right? Or the tower can give us answers.
I think Eldritch as well, because she's casting Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, but we don't, do I notice that she was doing, like, mind flare damage?
You know that she was trying to invade your mind, that's for sure.
I don't know if the paladins will help with this. Eldritch knowledge might be better off than the mages now.
Use the Warlocks.
So you do have options. You can basically bring her to any of the people you've spoken to, and all of them will have something to offer. It just depends on what you want to do.
I didn't have that happen to me. She definitely didn't target my line. But she punched me a few times.
Hey, do we still have a scroll spell to teleport back to the tower?
Did anyone keep it on them?
I don't know if we got another one or not. I know we used it.
No, you only had one at the beginning. I don't think I gave you a different one yet.
I don't have one. Let me check my notes, right?
So my concern is if we go to look to bring her back, someone might try to intercept us and take her out or rescue her.
Okay.
I do think we have an option of potentially keeping her in the basement because I doubt the people are going to come back, the cultists.
Do you want
And-
to lock her in the basement?
Well, no, some of us would stand guard, and we could send for somebody from one of the factions, but I'm not sure if it's safe to bring her to town or head
I
that
agree.
that
That's
direction.
the smartest idea to just take her out and around. People also might come up with questions.
We did never check the woods, so there could be other cultists congregating around here.
Does anyone want to split the party?
I don't know. No, I don't think hanging out in the basement's a good idea. We're pretty exposed out here.
Yeah.
I think if we get back to town and we can follow the main streets, we'll be okay. There's enough people there to keep us okay. And I mean,
Keep our eyes peeled.
what if
Once we get into town, I don't have any fears, but getting right into town first would be my concern.
it'll tough. I agree, but I mean, hiding her in the basement isn't gonna help us either.
I noticed town.
Yeah.
I think also something to take into consideration is we are still a little beat up. We're still beat up from the fight, right? It seems like all our spells are technically gone.
Yes. While the fight was technically in your mind, you still did everything in your mind.
So we are kind of beat up. So if we were to get attacked, we may not face a fight too well.
You think we should rest? Like, take
I
turns
don't
resting and come and watch Hilda?
I don't think we sit here and take a long rest. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea either.
We have to get behind her, and we have to get her out of here.
What if we what are their names? What if we ask Strom? Is it Strom? Who accompany us back to town as an extra guard?
I mean, you can certainly ask him, see what happens.
I don't like Strom. He scares me.
Strom is Strom. What do you guys favor?
I don't think staying around here is a good idea. We know this place is compromised already. I don't think it's a good idea to stick around.
I agree with that. Like I said, I think the tower's the best place right now, and sticking by the roads, the main roads, is probably the best.
Maybe see if we can borrow the card again.
Yeah, I mean, if need be, we can stop at the Paladin area if we don't want to travel all the way to the tower. Back.
Might be wise.
How long does it take to get to the Paladin place versus the tower? Like time-wise? I forget.
Let's take a look.
I think it's like 2 or 3 hours to the Paladin place.
There we go. City map. So from where you are, it takes about 1 to 2 hours, depending on traffic, to get to the city. And then from the city, basically each block is about an hour. So it takes about 2 hours to get to the Paladins, and about another 4 hours to get to the Wizards. So you're looking at about 6 hours to the main tower, and about 4 hours to the Church of Father Flame and the Paladins.
Once we're in the city, I don't think it matters if we go the full way or not. Like we're pretty much safe, I think, in the city.
Yeah, I think it'd be harder to make a move in the city. Too many witnesses.
Okay, what time of day
What's
is
the
it?
lamps?
I think we need to go out and check. Is there any windows in this room?
Yeah, there's 2 windows in the back. The bathing room has 2 windows at the wall. They're like effectively here and here. They're fairly small. The second floor windows are just basically circles, maybe about 2 feet in, just 2 feet in length, 2 feet in width. They're not even circles, so they're not exactly the same. They're more like glass at the time isn't like mass produced, so you have to make it basically each and every time. So they're not perfect. They're like 1.5 feet in one in length and like 2 feet in width, and the other one is just a little different. It's like a foot and change length and 2 feet wide. So they're a little off, but they're small portals.
Like a porthole.
Yeah.
I'll look outside and see if it's night or day. Like how long we were in that like dream state.
It doesn't seem to be too long, maybe 15, 20 minutes. At the point where you are, I think we've talked about it being daytime when you got here. So let's call it like 1, maybe 2 o'clock.
Okay. So I say we go downstairs. We'll grab another thing. We'll grab another carriage. We'll take Hilda. We'll find Hilda. Take her out the back door, and we'll bring her to the city. So that goop leaked out of her ear, right? I think we should somehow collect that goop. That is true. I don't particularly want to touch it, but I think we should somehow collect it.
See if we can like scoop it up maybe in a little vial or something. Like
Do you have a vial or anything?
let's see. I don't think I have an empty one, but I do. I have. All I have is 2 potions of healing, and I'd rather and an antitoxin. I'd kind of rather not dump those out. I mean, I suppose I could dump out the antitoxin and use the that. Would that work?
It could. I will just say that if you're stuck and not sure what to do, you can make an intelligence check, and I will provide you something.
I'll see if I can make anything this time.
I will also say that you are in an inn. They may have stuff in the kitchen.
Oh, that's a good idea. Does someone
I mean, all of you have been beaten up in one state or another.
You're
I
rude.
shouldn't go to the kitchen.
I look at Morgan and I say, can you bind her legs and can you bind her arms at least so she can't cast anything?
She already
That
said.
already happened again.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to dust myself off a little bit. I'm not sure how bloody I look. How bloody do I look?
It's mostly in your head. You're more bruised than bloody.
Okay, I'm gonna head downstairs. I'll be right back. I'm gonna try to get something to hold to it.
The code word to enter is banana hammock.
Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, you can move around the inn.
Do you think we should move Hilda out of the bathroom or leave her here?
All right, so
We're safe now at the moment.
yeah, Tobin, when you approach the kitchen, you hear Sarah definitely talking with the cook, describing some kind of meal that she's trying to plan.
Like a fancy meal?
Well, you're not there, so not sure.
Knock softly and say, "Part of my intrusion. May I come in?"
They both look at you. You can make a perception roll. Oh. Okay, they're both very clearly happy to see you.
So I'll nod at them friendly and I'll ask the cook, just a quick moment of your time. Do you have a small jar with a stopper, a vial with a stopper that I can use, please?
Make a persuasion roll. Yeah, all right. You kind of say it, and the cook, Enswith, kind of looks at you and goes, yes, just fine. Just leave my kitchen alone, I swear. One thing after another. And then he walks into the back, and you can hear him rummaging through some things. And then he comes back just a few moments later and hands you like a small jar that looks more or less clean. He's like, here, just leave me in peace. I'm trying to cook. It's so hard to make food for everyone here, and then people just come in and keep telling me that, I need this. And he starts mumbling and grumbling.
Is there a top to it, or is it no?
Yeah, there's like a really cheap top.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry for the intrusion.
Yeah, all right. And then Sarah just is like, what was that about? That was strange. Anyway, as I was saying, I want a large cake, and it has to be, and then that's what you hear as you walk out and leave.
Alright, so I've got the jar.
Oh, did not want to pause.
There we go. I'm going to try to scoop some up and close the lid.
Okay, make a simple dexterity roll.
Does anyone have any gloves? Does anyone have any gloves?
Nope.
So you can do sleight of hand or a dexterity roll to see
Also useless.
to see if you can get it in without touching it. Don't worry, they'll be fine probably. Why not?
You can never get in without touching it.
Alright, what do I have here? Do I have anything? Yeah, someone else come touch this.
Nope.
I'm not very dexterous, sorry.
I'm dexterous.
You saw me try to be dexterous during the fight.
Yeah,
I got hit.
Do you have anything, Elena, that used to scoop this in?
Do I have any what?
Do you have anything you can use to scoop this in?
A motivational speech. Poorly.
So you can do a dexterity check, or you can do a sleight of hand roll. So either skills sleight of hand or check dexterity. I will remind you, both you, Tobin, and Ileana have inspiration from last time. So you have a D12 you can add to any roll.
Thanks for the reminder. I totally forgot about that.
Shit. Ignore that. Seeing like my these tools.
I mean, you can try to use your thieves tool to just like scoop it with the thieves tools. That's fine. Do you?
I'm trying to see if I have anything that lets me scoop. Just for God's sakes, people.
Just you have like the thieves tools will work. There's stuff with the thieves tools you can do. You'll have to clean them after, but you need to make. Oh yeah, actually, Meskit will have a spoon and a knife.
You don't have a mess kit?
I do, yeah.
Alright, let me use your mess kit.
All right, so you can make the skill roll at advantage.
Alright. I'm trying to use a spoon to scoop it up.
Do it.
What would I have to use?
So you can do dexterity roll, so checks dexterity, or you can do skill and then you can do sleight of hand.
It's sleight of hand based on this. I don't have a sleight of hand skill though. I don't have sleight of hand. Does that mean I can still use it? Or
Yeah, you can still use it. It's literally just the only reason you're making the roll is to try to avoid touching the goop. That's literally the only reason. All right, now 16, good enough. 16 is good enough. You managed to scoop the goop into a little can.
Alright, then I'm gonna close the lid and we need to destroy the spoon now.
I mean, you could also just wash it. I mean, there's things you can do.
Alright, I'll go wash it. Put it in the basket and give it back to Colleen. How do I give you something? How did you give me that?
Open up your character sheet. There should be like a little kind of trading looking icon. I think it's 2 arrows.
There's the give item. It looks like 2 little hands. It's next to the little trash can icon. If you go to your inventory.
There we go. Okay, I get back on.
Nice. Where
Yep, I got it.
did I put it? Ah, okay. So, come on. Did it not? Why does it not do that?
Turns out I had a mess kit the whole time. Oh well.
All right. So who has the jar of goop now?
I've got a jar of goop.
Okay. Let me just drop that into your inventory.
Goop jar.
Why is it not? Oh, there. Not 2. 1. Why is this shit so hard sometimes? Okay, there you go. So now you have a jar of goop. Literally a tradable item in your inventory. All right, so you have a jar of some kind of goop. You have an unconscious Hilda. What do you want to do now?
I say we bring her out to the back of the kitchen and get her out of here. Someone go rent a cart.
I will rent a cart.
Okay. So, as before, you can just spend 2 gold and you basically get the same cart. So, you can just grab Hilda and we'll go. Just head out and I'll move Hilda for you guys. Actually, I will give control of the token to nobody. I'll just do it. So go ahead. Move where you guys want to go and I'll just move Hilda with you. You could just do arrows. So you don't have to. You can grab and drag yourself or move yourselves around.
Hold on, refreshing the page.
Where's everybody?
Yeah, I don't see anybody either.
Oh, yeah. So if you need to refresh the page, we'll wait at the bottom of the stairs. There is a not commotion, but normal conversation through the main dining area where the person that was doing the music was now running the bar effectively.
Piano lady.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, can you go rent the cart?
Yeah, we'll just assume you rented the cart.
Okay. We'll wait for everybody else then, and we'll kind of... Let me go make sure the kitchen's clear.
Yeah. As you approach, you keep hearing Sarah keep talking to the cook, who seems just incredibly irritated and is just like hanging out back there going, "Oh my God, just leave me alone."
There's no back exit. Okay.
No, the back exit is further through the kitchen.
I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna assume they're all downstairs. They're just not loading in, right? Like, well, there's two people in the kitchen. I don't know if we want to bring Hilda through there while they're in the kitchen. It's probably better than bringing them through the front though. It'll still attract attention, but less attention.
Yeah. Keep in mind, you can open and close doors, and right now you do have an open door effectively into the main area.
Yeah, I see it. There's a bunch of people in here that might not like the fact that we're dragging Hilda here.
Yeah. So you can close the door and just, effectively prevent them from noticing anything as you keep going.
So I think Jules is AFK.
Yeah. So I was gonna step away.
Okay, so there is the vampire woman, I forget her name,
Sarah.
and the cook in the kitchen. How do we talk our way out of this?
Well, vampire person, you could probably just say strong. Needs her for something.
If Hilda's not tied up, we can probably just take her out and be like, she's not feeling well, we're taking her to see somebody to help.
No, she's definitely tied up right now.
She's definitely tied up.
Well,
That might make sense, actually. Untie her, then just we'll bring her to the back. Like, it looks like she's ill. We'll bring her to the city of Easttown.
Exactly.
I like it.
Alright, so how is she tied up? Is it just her hands?
I assume hands and ankles, but
Okay, how about we untie her, right? And then we have Julius kind of pick her up and carry her, like,
okay.
and we'll assume he's with us, and we'll just be like, oh, it looks like she's sick, we're taking her to the city.
Okay, yeah. That's fine. So we'll assume that is what's happening. So, yeah, you come up to the door, and as you approach, you do hear Sarah talking to the elven cook, and he's just, like, almost ripping his hair out. He's like, yes, I got it. You've explained it before. I don't understand. What do you want from me? And, yeah, you may enter carrying Hilda.
So, all knock.
You,
Intrusion again. It looks like we were at the baths upstairs. It looks like Hilda fell ill. We're going to be bringing her to the city to get some help.
Okay, so you say that, and you can make a deception roll, because the moment you say Hilda is ill, and the cook kind of sees her be carried in, or being carried, he goes, "Oh no, Hilda, what happened?" Like, genuinely concerned.
Maybe be like, she's not well. Like, don't yell at her.
Ooh.
Hey, I have no charisma.
All right. So, the cook.
The rest, it's best not to talk.
Okay, so I will allow you to also make a deception roll, but this time at disadvantage, because Tobin was so poor at it. All right, so 10. Let's see if he can roll an insight check.
Where's your charisma, dude? Is Jules charisma?
No, I am. I just rolled that.
So Entworth kind of looks over both of you and goes, I don't believe you. What are you doing with Hilda? Tell me what happened.
Do we tell her that we think that she was possessed?
No. What? No. The question is, do we wait for Julius, or is he never coming back?
Can I do a perception check to see if they have that same tattoo anywhere noticeable?
Yeah, go ahead. No. You do not see any noticeable tattoos on the cook.
I wanted to roll too, just for fun.
That's all good. There.
I lie, but like I'm so bad at it. I'm pretty sure like I have no charisma.
Okay. What do you want to do? Ensworth is just very concerned about Hilda. He doesn't really understand what's happening, but he doubts your intentions. Sarah's just standing there kind of not sure what's happening. She's just looking over the whole thing.
I might try to talk to the cook and be like, sir, like, we have no plans to hurt Hilda. We want to get her help. What are we going to do?
All right.
Roll persuasion?
So, yes, you can make a persuasion check at disadvantage, if only because the first thing you said is...
Roll again, because that sucked so bad.
Yeah.
I'm telling the truth, though.
Yes, you are, but you said we're not planning on hurting her. And he's like, why would you hurt her?
Sir, you need to calm down. You're getting hysterical.
Sir, calm down.
So I'd like to say to him, when we were in the bath, she started saying strange things. Not really sure. We were not really sure what she was talking about, and then suddenly she collapsed. I mean, maybe it's the heat, maybe it's the overwork. She did look kind of ragged.
All right, I'll allow you to make one persuasion roll and see what happens.
God, we suck so bad.
Dude, I got no charisma.
Clutch roll. Clutch roll. He seems very concerned, but your words seem to have touched something in him. Perhaps that shred of compassion. He says, "Oh, let's just bring her outside. She needs some fresh air." So he will allow you to proceed and bring her outside.
Yes, fresh air is best, but we didn't want to cause any alarm to the rest of the patrons at the bar.
And he goes, "Yes, that might be best. All right, go ahead, bring her out."
I keep trying to go through this door, but
How about now?
You're physically carrying her.
All right, so congratulations. Everyone's made it outside of the inn. Whee!
Let's go put her in the cart and bring her to get some help.
Yeah, that's fine. As you walk by, I just gotta make a roll. Inside. Oh yeah, okay. All right, all of you need to make me a perception roll. Okay, cool. All right. So Morden, you feel a gentle touch, like someone like touches you for something. You're not quite sure what. And that's about it.
Oh god, is Phil awake?
You don't know.
So now that we're outside, I would like to. I think we find Hilda again, because no one's here.
Yeah. Okay. So
Look around, make sure no one's like poking their heads at me, no pussy or anything first.
yeah. So you leave, and a moment or two later, like as you start binding her again, you hear that elf coming by, and he's just saying, "Oh, I hope she's okay. Oh, I just feel ever so awful if something happened to her." And you just hear him talking to somebody as he's getting closer.
Who's binding her right now?
Whoever wants to.
Whoever's doing that should probably stop it.
Who unshackled her?
We did to carry her around without noticing.
Those got, yeah, that sounds like it's got to be whoever took the shackles off her.
Was she shackled or was she tied up in the rope?
Shackled.
Okay, quick. Someone, clean, go block the door while the rest of us bring her around the side of the building. Go, 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 go!
All right, so you start getting her away, and Kaleem, you see the elf come to the door and is trying to like look through to see what's happening with Hilda. He asks, "What's happening? Where is she?"
Quick, Jules, shackle her really fast, and let's get her to the car.
You guys have the shackles.
Okay, I'll shackle her. I don't know there's
Yeah,
shackles.
yeah. We'll assume that she's wearing the shackles.
Get the hell out of here. Go, 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 go!
All right. So who's holding up the elf from following you guys?
I currently am.
Okay. So what do you say to him? Because right now you're just standing in the door.
I'm going to say that the fresh air doesn't seem to be helping, so we're going to bring her into the city to get some clerics to look after her.
Ooh. Okay. So I.
Put her in the cart! Put her in the cart!
Yeah. What a crappy roll. Okay. Apparently he just wants to believe you. So he goes, "Oh, that makes sense. Oh, where are you taking her?"
We're part of... I'm going to say the Paladins, but that's actually not where we're heading. So deception, I guess.
Yeah, deception, please. Oh, very nice. Let's see if he can't save. Inside. Oh, okay. All right, that's fine. Da, da, da. Okay. Yeah, perfectly fine. And he just nods at you and goes, all right. Do you know how long it will be, or when she'll be okay to come home?
Unfortunately, I am not adept at these type of situations. That's why we're bringing her to the specialist. So it'd be ill-advised for me to assume any sort of time frames.
Okay. And that's fine. So he just turns around, and he sees Sarah behind him, and you also see her like standing in the doorway, kind of listening in. He goes, "Oh, I don't know what to do." And then he's like, "I'll go grab my things, and I'll bring her clothes as well. I don't want her being there all alone in the city." And he hustles back inside.
Oh, Lord.
And Sarah just looks at you and goes, closes the door so the elf can't see it. And she does like air quotes going, "Paladins, right." And then she opens the door and walks back in to talk to whoever is in the inn with her. And
Hear that they kind of left the area.
yeah, you hear her walk into further into the inn, and their walking and talking is lost in the general noise. and the walls.
I am GTFOing.
Yeah, just close the door and just run. All right, yeah, no problems. All of you make it out of the area with your hides intact, give or take. You are able to just leave and do your own thing. So, where are you heading?
To the tower.
Okay. Yeah, no problems. You will have no encounters at all until you hit the tower. The area is safe, so it's not like I can throw bandits at you. You've already murdered most of them. And yeah, Hilda will be unconscious. Sorry.
We weren't even trying this time to murder them.
You know what? It sometimes happens that way. Sometimes that's what's required. You'll make it no problems to get to the city. Someone will have to explain what's happening to the guards because they do see an unconscious woman in a cart. So someone will have to make a roll to explain what's happening.
Can we help somebody if someone has good persuasion?
Isn't it either you or Dave that usually talks to him?
It should be someone with high charisma.
Yeah, hang on. Let me see what my charisma is. That's okay.
That's definitely me.
Yeah.
So you can assist him, and he will have advantage.
I'd like to assist.
All right. So remember, you can do a help action for any skills, and what that does is it gives another person advantage when they roll. Instead of having multiple people roll, you have one person with advantage roll.
I'd like to help.
All right, Dave, roll a check, a diplomacy, or in this case, you can use persuasion to explain what's going on, or deception, whichever you prefer.
From now on, we're going to refer to those as anti-murder rules.
Anti-murder rolls. I mean,
So we don't commit murder because I think we always commit murder.
you guys do like to kill.
How are we even good?
I didn't say you were good. I didn't even say you were.
What? She ain't dead.
I didn't even say you were quote-unquote heroes. I just said you were summoned heroic spirits. What that means is entirely up to you.
She ain't dead.
All right, so you managed to talk your way through the guards, mostly by waving the piece of paper saying you're on tower business, and that you need someone needs medical attention, and they just wave you through, and you make it all the way to the tower without any problems. And we'll actually stop there. You do have some time because of just the journey length to rest on the cart. One person will need to do an animal handling check just to make sure you can drive the cart without it exploding or anything happening.
What kind of car are we on?
That's Eliana.
What kind of crazy
Yeah,
car
I
is
think
Eliana.
I'll drive. I've got animal handling.
Mhm.
Did we have a long rest? Is that what happened?
Yeah, you effectively will get the benefits of a long rest. Realistically, nothing's going to happen to you between when you get to the tower and actually long resting, so there's no point not to.
Okay. Cool. Love a good long rest.
All right, excellent. So all of you have recovered. Can you make me animal handling check, please?
Sure.
Nice. Yeah, no explosions. The horses make it in very good time, and you arrive safely with no issues. So that's all we're going to do for today. We're going to stop there. Effectively, you have captured Hilda for whatever nefarious purposes, and she will tell you what is going on, assumingly when you stuff her into a tower full of wizards. So we will pick up next time, because I don't have anything else planned for today. We will be out on the 22nd, because I won't be here. I think the 29th is the next time we'll play, if everyone is okay with that.
I should be good because I should be back. I'm leaving the 25th to the 28th, so I should be here.
Leaving.
Okay. Have a good whatever